crackhead, but see, the way your behavior is, even in my mother's darkest days, she didn't act like you.
Well,
you came on this
listen,
show,
I ain't never smoked crack or heroin either, and that's probably why I know my son is a man and not a woman. So fuck you and your show.
Stop acting like you're smoking crack. No, that's okay. And you know what? Fuck.
And over here, homie, you gonna get this work every time you come for me. There is no respect. I'm gonna act up. I'm gonna cut a fool right when you get to cutting the fool. You talk to me crazy, I'm gonna talk to you crazy back. You and the man that you had on the left and you.
Breaking news. If it bleeds, it leads. In your news today.
You are now tuned in to Dirty Laundry Media.
Stand by.
Hey, welcome back to the channel. This is Dirty Laundry Media and your man online, Bill Money, tapping back in with another video. If this is your first time on the channel, first of all, go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to hit the notification bell so that you'll be alerted whenever new videos get dropped. Sit back, relax, and tune in. I appreciate you for stopping in today. So this is going to be part 2 of when Angela Stanton King was a guest on Hollywood Unlocked with Jason Lee. And as you saw in the previous video, if you got a chance to take a look, it was very tense. Jason Lee and his co-host, particularly the woman who identified as pansexual, to me, deliberately disrespectful and continually trying to address Mrs. King's son as her daughter. And I totally understood where she was coming from. She was like, hey, if you're dealing with him, that's fine. But you're dealing with his mom. I'm not really on that type of time. I would have you to respectfully address him as my son in my presence. But it just continued to go off the rails. Again, it started with Angela being a conservative-leaning black woman. And in this day and time, it is very unpopular in certain circles to be conservative and black. As if it is completely impossible to have conservative values if you're a black person. The go along, get along gang mentality once again. So yes, I'm not going to stay long. Just wanted to drop this part 2 to the video when it went completely off the rails, as you will see. I want you to hop down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Again, like, subscribe, share, and check out some more of the content on this channel. If you would be so kind to check out my other channel, Streets Gotta Eat. Have some very entertaining content for you over there as well. But again, this is your man online, Bill Money, tapping back in, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks for tuning in to Dirty Laundry Media.
We will have a respectful conversation, but here's what I ask, right? Your daughter, your child, let me say this, your child came on this show and identified as a female, right? And so out of respect for your child, let me say your child, I'm going to refer to your child with the proper pronouns, and that is she and her, because that's how your child wants to be acknowledged, right? I think what you're doing right now with Blue is you're taking her sexuality and you're weaponizing her with it by calling her.
Let me respond. Let me respond.
I still haven't responded though.
So
let me hand it to Blue first, and then hand it to Blue first, and then to Angela. Okay, go ahead, Blue.
You asked the question about what gives people the right to call your child what we're calling your child, right? And I have an actual answer for you that is scientifically based and not based in emotion. Mm-hmm. You had a male child. Male refers to gender. Mm-hmm. That is something that is biological. Mm-hmm. But being a woman is a personal truth. Mm-hmm. That's actually not gender identity, and gender are different. You can Google it yourself. I didn't make this up. So yes, that birth certificate speaks about your child's genitals. It says nothing about your child's gender identity.
Okay, can I
very different I'm not done yet, though.
Okay.
You spoke a lot, so I'm not. Let me finish.
All right.
So what I'm saying is, you keep conflating gender with gender identity, and that is where you lose the audience. Because your child can be born a male all day long. Your child's gender identity is female, and we're choosing to respect a legal adult. So legally speaking, I'm actually being very respectful by trusting a legal adult to tell me what to call them.
Where did you get where did you study and where did you get your information from?
So the answer is the Harvard School of Public Health.
What degree do you have when it comes to gender dysphoria or transvestite disorder? Because I have a degree. I have a bachelor's degree. Not only do I have a bachelor's degree, excuse me, it's my turn to talk, ma'am. Not only do I have a bachelor's degree, I have the knowledge and I also have the experience because I have raised this child from birth. My child
allegedly.
is, excuse me.
You allegedly raised that child.
Ma'am, so where is your proof that I didn't? Where's your proof that I didn't raise? Because right now what you're doing is slander and defamation. Because you're trying to tell a mother she didn't raise her child. Ma'am, I only went to prison for 2 years. He was 3. I got out when he was 5. He's been with me ever since, okay? I raised this child. This is a male child with a feminine personality. Your personality does not determine your sex. You cannot have gender without having sex. It's all tied together. That is the reason why when you have someone that is transgender that chooses to become another sex, it is based off of what? Male or female. You can't have gender without sex. He has a feminine personality, absolutely. Now, let's just get for real for a minute. When we're and I want to be clear because there are a lot of articles and a lot of media reports out and a lot of people that try to make it seem as if I do not love my son or that I am against the LGBTQ community. I am not against the LGBTQ community. I have plenty of friends. I'm sure you all know Kellen Derrick. Ask Kellen Derrick who helped him start his business in his basement in his kitchen. That was me. I got plenty of friends in the community. A lot of people try to compare my son to Shauna. When I met Shauna told me her name was Shauna. I ain't never been in Shauna pants. Shauna is my friend. Shauna is not my son. What Shauna does not impact my life. I am a mother. If there is a disorder or if there is whatever it is that my son wants to identify with that leads him to believe that he is a woman, and if that process is going to lead to dismemberment or castration, as a mother, I have a right to protect my lifeline and my bloodline. Now, you can roll your eyes in the back of your head all you want, but I have the right to protect I'm not talking to you two, sir. I'm talking to Miss Blue over here. I have a right to, as a mother, I don't have to agree, but it's not hate. It's not, and you also have to understand. Wait,
but this is what your child said about your relationship with the gay community, because they did say exactly what you just said. So I want to make sure to validate what you said. But this is what Jaybiez said on the show about your relationship with other gay people.
I saw what Jaybiez said, and
actually has a lot of gay and trans friends. So believe it or not, Angela has a lot of gay and trans friends. She has a lot of gay and trans friends. She just did an interview the other day with Shauna Brooks. Do you guys know who Shauna is?
Yes.
Trans girl.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So trans girl, she respects her pronouns. She respects.
Oh, get out of here! Are you serious?
Yeah, she respects her pronouns. She used to do.
She responds to Shauna as a she.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
So my question is, why would you do that with Shauna but not your own child?
I did not give birth to Shauna. I didn't give birth to Shauna. You can't compare Shauna to my son. Shauna didn't come out my body. I didn't raise Shauna. I knew my son had a penis before he did. What you all are asking me to do as a mother, you're asking me to lie to myself about who I know my son is. Now, he's beautiful. He has an awesome personality. He's intelligent. I love him. I just do not agree with the confusion. I'm his mother. Now, you all don't have to agree with me, but that's my child. Did your mother agree with everything y'all did?
No, I know Damage has a question, and I want to be clear, Angela. I don't want to fight with you. I'm not here to force you to understand or believe anything. What I'm trying to do, and so if I can just ask, if we can try to all bring it down a little bit so we can get to a place where we can both talk and hear each other, right? I'm not going to attack you for being a gay man who believes that anybody who identifies however they identify should be respected as such, because that's what I believe. Now, I want to get to the heart of what the reason is why you refuse to accept your child's pronouns. Hold on, not, and I'm trying to understand, is it because you're a mother who's trying to hold on to the identity they want for their child and not embrace who they see themselves to be? Is it ignorance? Is it just what? I don't know what it is. That's why we're here to have this conversation.
I'm a mother. I'm a mother that knows exactly what she gave birth to. I gave birth to a man child. If my man child decides, right, and we can talk about science, because I know girlfriend got a hell of a degree over there. We can talk about science and we can talk about what's facts. And what's facts is, even once you go all the way through with the transition, because I do have plenty of friends that are in the movement, you still have that realization that you are not a biological female. So as a parent, what I'm saying is, son, hold on. Just like you said, Jason, you said when you was younger, you had been with women, like you gave yourself time to figure out what it was that you wanted. My son is only 19 years old. If you decide to make this decision, this is not the time. You are too young. I don't think that he has lived long enough to make this type of life-changing decision. And as a mother, I have the right to say, son, I love you, but no, I don't agree with this lifestyle. Son, yes, I accept you, absolutely, Jaybiez, but I don't accept Boom Quisha. Maybe I don't like Boom Quisha. Maybe she got a nasty attitude. Maybe she disrespectful. But what you all don't have a right to do.
My family stayed out of my business during my experience, during my journey. That was the difference. My family didn't interject or disrespect my choices. They supported me. They asked people in the family to stay out of my business. They allowed me to grow into who I am, and still to this day support me. I've never disrespected my choices.
So because your family was like that, is our family supposed to be like that? So because your mother didn't care whether or not you would castrate yourself, does that mean I'm not supposed to care about my son dismembering his body?
My mother wasn't in prison like you. She was on drugs, so she was in prison by drugs. So both.
Yeah, I never smoked crack. Yeah, I got money. Yeah.
My mother smoked crack. My mother smoked crack. My mother did heroin. She did all that, but she also birthed me. And
right.
She birthed me and brought me into a world that allowed me to figure out who I was. And I'm not saying that you're a good mother or a bad mother, because I'm not here to cast judgment on you. I've never cast a judgment on any guest that's been on the show. What I'm trying to understand is your daughter, your child, does not identify as Bonquisha. Your daughter has said, call me Jaybiez. I am she.
And I said, because I gave him his name, right? Me and his father picked his name out, spelled it, filled out the birth certificate. Because we gave him his name, we have the right to call him by that name. Now, are you saying as a mother that I don't have the right to call my son by the name that I gave him at birth? It ain't been no name change, and it ain't been no transition. So why are you all asking me to respect something that's not even real? It doesn't exist.
My answer to that is yes. If your daughter, your child wants to be called what she wants to be called, you should honor that.
Well, if your mother want to be called a dumb crackhead hoe, is that what you gonna call her? I'm just asking.
Well, she's dead. Wait.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking. You brought her up. I don't know. I don't have to call my son what he wants me to call him just because he asked me to.
Your answer, but see, the problem is you want to come into this show the way you do your Instagram.
No, I don't.
House. You're a guest.
No,
and I don't know how.
I don't have to be a guest. I don't have to be a guest. I didn't ask you to come on your show. Okay.
You don't have to be.
Right.
It's not a zoo. This is not a zoo.
Exactly.
It's not a zoo or a zoo.
Okay. So when you throw shots, be prepared to receive them back.
I'm not. Listen, if I was throwing a shot, because although you called my mother a jerk, hold on.
I didn't call her. I said if she wanted to be called.
My mother was a dirty crackhead. But see, the way your behavior is, even in my mother's darkest days, she didn't act like you.
Well, listen. I ain't never smoked crack or heroin either, and that's probably why I know my son is a man and not a woman. So fuck you and your show.
I'm acting like you're smoking crack. No, that's okay. And you know what? Fuck.
Well, well, it is what it is, nigga. If my son is a woman, your mama is a crackhead hoe. Don't come for me with the little short little jabs about how my mama wasn't in prison like you, nigga. Probably because she was somewhere in the crack house and couldn't nobody find her. Maybe your mama didn't care whether or not you castrated yourself because she was too busy smoking crack. Or maybe she didn't care about whether you dismembered yourself because she was too busy shooting herself up with heroin. Baby, your mama and my son mama is two totally different people. At the end of the day, y'all gonna stop coming for me about my baby. Let's make it clear. I want everybody on this motherfucking Bigo, on this live, watching. Lord, I got the cussing. Mama King, I'm sorry, Lord. Y'all please pray for me. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I love my baby. You hear me? I love my baby. I love my baby. I love him. I'm tired of the media and everybody lying and saying that I don't accept him. I love my son. I accept my son. Am I having an issue with this new person? Yeah, I mean, shit, it's normal. It's a transition. He transitioning. Hell, I got to transition too. It's a process we all have to go together. But I love my baby. Like how they so insane. You gonna sit up here and accuse me of misgendering the child that I gave birth to. Now, this is what I'm saying for his friends and for those of you that are a part of the LGBT community. If you want to call him Jaybiez, go ahead. I'm not telling anybody don't call him Jaybiez. I'm not telling y'all don't call him girl, don't call him sis. If that's what y'all want to do, y'all do it. I'm not stopping y'all from doing it. But you're not going to stop me either from calling my son Jay. You're not going to make me or force me to live in your reality because you grew up with a mama that was strung out on dope and heroin. That ain't what's happening over here, homie. You're going to get this work every time you come for me. There is no respect. I'm going to act up. I'm going to cut a fool right when you get to cutting the fool. You talk to me crazy, I'm going to talk to you crazy back. You and the man that you had on the left and your right, po little bruh, the pansexual, he didn't even get a chance to explain. Oh, that was the girl. Talking about I'm attracted to a man and a woman and a trans. Bitch, a trans is a man. And let me get off this live. I love y'all. I love y'all. Go to Jaybiez. Tell my baby I love him. I love my baby. Bye, y'all.